Some thoughts and experiences cause us to needlessly burn emotional energy without getting any closer to solving the problem. One such experience is self-pity, which can be provoked by failures, unfulfilled hopes, and other troubles in life. Today, we're going to figure out how to stop feeling sorry for yourself so you can quickly start solving problems without wasting time and energy on pointless worrying. First, let's understand why self-pity occurs at all and what it can lead to. Let's find out why people feel sorry for themselves. Why is self-pity a bad feeling? And how to stop feeling sorry for yourself. Let's learn 7 simple rules. Why do people feel sorry for themselves? Every person periodically faces troubles provoked by external factors. In doing so, the person involuntarily thinks, "I did everything right, and fate has done me such an injustice." When experiencing another failure, a person feels helpless and unprotected, blaming their own mistakes on the injustice of the outside world. It is human nature to reflect on what has happened, trying to understand the reasons for the failure. This kind of reflection can be constructive, if not prolonged, and allow you to draw the right conclusions. But sometimes the state of self-pity lingers for many months. A person cannot stop feeling sorry for themselves. They literally develop an addiction to negative experiences. In particularly severe cases, the situation can be even worse. The self-pitying person begins to believe that he or she deserves pity from others. The person literally demands compassion by colorfully describing how miserable they are, blaming others for their own failures, and trying to manipulate them at the expense of pity. Why is self-pity a bad feeling? By feeling sorry for oneself over a long period of time, one becomes irritable, resentful, and vindictive. A man or woman develops a sense of hatred toward the person they believe is responsible for their own failures. Sometimes, such a feeling takes several years to mature, and as a result, pushes a person into a real crime against an imaginary foe. Emotions and experiences have a noticeable impact on physical health as well. By feeling sorry for oneself, a person experiences severe emotional distress, which is reflected in their well-being. And prolonged moping can lead to the development or exacerbation of chronic diseases. Self-pity breaks a person's character, makes them fear responsibility and hope that someone will correct their mistakes. The person literally loses autonomy and does not believe that he or she will be able to cope with the difficulties that arise on his or her own. Such a person thinks he feels sorry for himself for being a loser. In reality, the opposite cause and effect relationship is present. Self-pity is what makes a person a loser. How to stop feeling sorry for yourself. 7 simple rules. The tendency to feel sorry for yourself is a serious psychological problem that needs to be dealt with. Self-pity poisons life, spoils relationships with others, prevents productive work, and can even seriously damage health. Fortunately, like any other bad habit, you can get rid of it. Here are 7 simple and effective steps that are guaranteed to get you to your goal. Step 1. Accept that the world is unfair. Trouble happens to everyone on a regular basis. At the same time, the greatest successes are achieved by those who do not expect kindness and justice from the world and others, but rely solely on their own strength. Proceed on the assumption that reality is complex and unpredictable, and the unfairness of what's going on won't knock you out. If you lost your job today, it may be that it is good luck rather than a tragedy. Tomorrow, you will start a whole new life. Later, when years have passed and you are successful and happy, you will realize that the day you lost your job was the most important day of your life. It was the loss of your job that was the beginning of your new and happy life. If you plan to succeed in business, you should prepare for numerous encounters with predators who want to eat you. You will encounter aggressive and hostile attitudes much more often than you will encounter people who want to help. In your personal life, disappointments will also be less if you are prepared for unfavorable events. The main problem of a person prone to self-pity is the eternal search for blame. Having made a mistake, a person finds the culprit and starts complaining about life and total injustice. At the same time, a person strengthens the inner conviction that almost nothing depends on himself. Everything is determined by external circumstances and the actions of people around him. Taking charge of your own life is a crucial step in building strong and responsible character. As an adult, you have to make your own decisions, put effort into achieving goals, and take responsibility for your own mistakes. Faced with another setback, one should accept it with dignity, and a reasonable analysis of one's own mistakes will be quite appropriate. Step 3. Learn to be grateful. This advice seems trivial, but to stop feeling sorry for yourself after every failure, it is important to learn to appreciate the positive moments in life. Just think how lucky you are to be born in the 21st century, when there is no slavery. Everyone has limitless opportunities to communicate and gain knowledge, and medicine is able to cope with most known diseases. To learn how to feel gratitude, try a simple exercise. Make a special notebook and write out daily 5 things you are grateful for. Write about everything: delicious breakfast, good moods, warm weather. Doing the exercise for a month is enough to solidify the skill and learn to feel gratitude in every moment. A person has more power over their own emotions than they realize. If feelings of self-pity overwhelm you, stop feeling sorry for yourself by replacing negative thoughts with positive ones. You can think about the unpleasant situation later, but for now, think about the good things. Try to find the upside in every situation. If you can't get rid of intrusive thoughts, develop them in a positive direction. Reflect on the success you can achieve with new information and valuable experience gained through failure. Failure is a positive lesson in your life. Imagine how many failures successful people have had. But these people became successful because they learned a lesson from their failures, and they never give up. They don't waste time feeling sorry for themselves. Step 5. Remove yourself from social media. There is a well-known psychological phenomenon. People on social media appear happier and more successful. Here are bright photos from the beach. Here are beautiful mountain landscapes and white smiles. Here are stunning family photos where everyone is happy and the husband and wife have been infinitely in love with each other for 20 years. And how do you stop feeling sorry for yourself when you see everyone around you more successful and happy? Option 1. Insulate yourself from social media. Delete your profiles, and when the time comes, it won't be hard to recreate them. Step 6. Avoid the whiners. We unwittingly adopt the habits of our loved ones and even adjust to them in everything, including habits and character. If there are people in your environment who tend to feel sorry for themselves, try to minimize the amount of interaction you have with them. Step 7. Don't stop evolving. There are a lot of uncomplicated developmental things to do. Take up a sport, learn something new, learn a new profession, start a blog, invest some time and money in yourself by enrolling in professional courses. Improve yourself morally by doing acts of kindness and supporting people in need. Believe me, there are many more people in the world who really need help. The war in Ukraine and the war in Israel. There are continents where there is a problem with drinking water. Forget all the resentments. By shedding emotional weight, you will be able to move forward much faster and more efficiently. The tendency to feel sorry for oneself develops in childhood because the child is convinced that the world is made for him or her. Unfortunately, many people keep this habit for life, accumulating negativity for years. As a result, self-pity turns a person into a pathological loser, preventing them from developing. If you have even the slightest tendency to feel sorry for yourself, get rid of it immediately. Only in this way you can fully realize your potential and achieve all your goals. I believe that right now this video is being watched by strong people who never give up. If you consider yourself a strong person, give this video a like and write in the comments what difficulties you're experiencing now, or write your success story to motivate other people. Thank you for your attention. I'll see you again.